Yes, let's talk about the power of manifestation, actually. We always say that words have a lot of power and words hold a lot of power.
Let me tell you what I do not agree with when it comes to manifesting. They say, oh, if you are manifesting something, you mustn't think about it every day or often or constantly or whatever. How am I not going to think about wanting a plane or wanting a job? Let me just make an example that is close to home.
Yeah.
How am I not going to think of wanting a job if every day I'm praying to get a job, I'm applying to get a job, my problems are constantly reminding me that I do not have a job, I don't have electricity, I don't have, food at home. So tell me how I am not going to think
about it every
day, or at least every third day, because this is something that I obviously want. It's in the back of my mind all the time. So
how do you not think about it? Now, I hear what you're saying.
Not think about what you want.
I hear what you're saying. The problem is, right, a lot of these things contradict themselves.
Yes.
For example, they say if something is meant for you, you don't need to fight for it. But then they also say if you really want something, you must go out and fight for it.
Yeah.
What am I supposed? Are we fighting? Are we not fighting? What's happening?
Going back to the example of wanting a job.
Yeah.
You need a job, but then you don't fight for it.
Exactly, because if it's meant for me, it will come to me. But the thing is,
are you not going to apply for jobs? All right, we will continue this conversation after the short commercial break. We are experiencing some technical difficulties, but we will be right back. Stay with us.
Dear, oh dear, I must confess, you have not seen us at our best. Disregarding all your needs, you gave us warmth and we showed you greed. If only for a minute we'd appreciate the beauty of your colors and the warmth you gave. We close our eyes. Oh, oh, oh.
Alright, so like we were speaking earlier about the power of manifestation and how often these things contradict themselves. You were speaking about the example of the job. To say, will you not apply for a job just because you believe if it's meant for you, it will come to you? I believe, hey, that there is, to a certain extent, like for example with the job, you keep applying.
Yes.
And you tell yourself, listen, I'm going to get it. Then I understand where they say, let go. So because you've applied, you've let go. Like you're out of control now.
Yeah.
It's not in your control. I understand letting go to that extent. But there are certain things like electricity. You can't be saying, okay, let me not use electricity. Let me use another example. Like you so desperately want to leave the country. You don't even know how you're going to do it. At least with a job, you know, okay, there's a job opening, I'm going to apply. But with things like, listen, I just know I have to leave the country at some point. I don't know how, because there are not even any opportunities for me to apply to. So that thing will constantly be at the back of your head. You'll constantly be thinking about it. And there's nothing you can do about it because it's constantly there and you're constantly thinking about it. You can't let it go, no matter how much you try. So it's like, are we fighting? Are we not fighting?
It's like when you say don't fight for it. If you're constantly applying for a job that you want, that means you're fighting for it, and you can't not apply, because if you don't have, you have to apply until you get. So if you apply today, they reject you. Tomorrow you apply, they reject you. The next day you apply, they reject you. That means you are fighting. What do they mean? Don't fight.
Don't fight, because they say no. If something is meant for you, then it'll come to you. You won't have to fight for it. I believe that's not true. I don't believe that's true. I believe certain things will come with trials and tribulations because even the Bible itself says, like, at some point, God will test you to see whether or not you really want this thing and whether or not you're prepared to handle this thing, because you can't keep praying for $1 million when you don't have the knowledge and wisdom to handle that $1 million, because then that's when you just blow it in like a week. But anyway, let's get into some of our top stories. Hollywood actors to strike at midnight and join writers on picket lines. All right, so Hollywood actors have announced that they will join an ongoing strike by screenwriters in the industry's biggest shutdown for more than 60 years. The Screen Actors Guild wants streaming giants to agree to a fairer split of profits and better working conditions. Some 160,000 performers stopped work at midnight. The stoppage means the vast majority of US film and TV productions will grind to a halt. Star Cillian Murphy, Matt Damon and Emily Blunt left the premiere of Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer in London on Thursday night as the strike was declared. The SAG walkout starts at midnight Los Angeles time. Picketing will begin on Friday morning outside the California headquarters of Netflix before moving on to Paramount, Warner Brothers and Disney. The union, officially known as the Screen Actors Guild American Federation of Televisions and Radio Artists, also wants a guarantee that artificial intelligence and computer-generated faces and voices will not be used to replace actors. Let's take a look at this next video.
Because the AMPTP remains unwilling to offer a fair deal on key issues essential to protecting the livelihoods of working actors and performers, SAG-AFTRA's National Board unanimously voted to issue a strike order against the studios and streamers. From the time negotiations began on June 7th, SAG-AFTRA staff and the members of our negotiating committee have worked overtime, devoting their evenings, weekends, and holidays to achieving a deal that would ensure a sustainable future for the acting profession. But despite our team's efforts, the AMPTP has remained steadfast in its commitment to devaluing the work of our members.
I am shocked by the way the people that we have been in business with are treating us. I cannot believe it. Quite frankly, how far apart we are on so many things, how they plead poverty, that they're losing money left and right when giving hundreds of millions of dollars to their CEOs. It is disgusting. Shame on them. They stand on the wrong side of history at this very moment. We stand in solidarity, in unprecedented unity. Our union and our sister unions and the unions around the world are standing by us.
You know, I totally agree. Because people are terrified of AI, because as much as they had an AI conference and the robots were like, no, we'll never replace human jobs. It's just that we make them better and more efficient.
Nah, fam.
When it comes to art, don't mess with art. Y'all are forgetting who was keeping you company when you people were in lockdown. You were watching movies, you were reading books, you were listening to music that humans made, not AI.
True.
And the thing is, you still need humans so that the AI can learn the facial reactions and gestures that a human being makes. You still need humans, but when it comes to art, don't mess with AI and art. You cannot replace that authenticity that humans offer when performing. I've heard basically artificial intelligence reading like a news script. You can clearly tell that this is AI. It doesn't sound natural at all. If anything, it sounds unsettling. So please, I hope they do listen and they stop using AI to interfere with art.
My thing is, like, you're taking bread from this creative's mouth, right? Like, artist, you know, being an artist is a hard job. Actually, being a whole creative is a hard job because it's not a secure job.
It's
you
not.
don't have security. Today, you have a movie, and then you have to wait for another 6 years if you are not so popular to book another movie.
Gig,
Now, between 2023 and 2033, what are artists supposed to be doing? What are they supposed to be eating? Because now you are taking their jobs as AI
and there's
and
already
not
high
empowering
unemployment.
them, and there is already high unemployment. It's just
It's ridiculous. Like,
I don't agree
basically-
with AI at all.
Yeah, before we just quickly wrap up the story, recently, or like a few weeks ago, we spoke about the AI K-pop group. Now, the reason they did that is because working conditions that side in South Korea are crazy. They expect them to work 21-hour days and all of that. So with using AI groups, right, they can make them produce songs at a ridiculously fast pace.
Yeah.
So I understand, yeah, they're trying to get in more money, but like you're saying, you're taking bread out of artists' mouth when there's already high unemployment rates. And you can't replace that authenticity that comes with just that human interaction and that human feel with these emotions.
No, I stand in solidarity with the actors and the artists and all creatives all around. Now moving over to our next story in a sad story. Cops have a woman in custody who they believe is directly tied to the overdose death of Roberto De Niro's grandson, Leonardo De Niro Rodriguez, and TMZ has learned the feds are now on their case too. On her case, rather. The law enforcement source tells us the 20-year-old woman was busted Thursday in New York City by a joint NYPD and federal task force, and they believe she sold drugs to Leonardo before his death, which his mother has said was due to a fentanyl OD. We are told the suspect is being processed at this moment, and we do not yet know what the charges are that she will be facing. As reported, the 19-year-old was found dead inside an apartment on the 2nd of July. He had appeared in the 2018 film A Star is Born, playing the son of Bradley Cooper's best friend George Noodlestone, played by Dave Chappelle. Leandro also appeared in Cabaret Maxim in 2018. Law enforcement sources told TMZ that Leandro's death is being investigated as an overdose.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That is really sad. Like, already just death overall is terribly, terribly sad. Death by overdose is, my goodness. And we can't mention the number of stars that have died from overdoses.
Yeah.
And the thing is, in America, there's already an opioid problem. Because these drugs, in a way, like, they might try to say they're regulated, but we all know they aren't really regulated because people can still go and buy these drugs.
Yeah.
And it's so sad that at just 19 years old, maybe the pressure of fame got to him and he decided to turn to drugs. But I really don't know what to make of this whole situation. Yes, I totally agree with the fact that this woman must be charged.
Yeah, she should be charged.
She should be
Rightfully
charged,
so.
rightfully so. But then also, we can't put all the blame on her because he still
It was his
voluntarily looked for her so that he could buy these drugs.
Yeah.
So yes, she should be punished, and hopefully, even though we might want others to, you know,
She should be
see.
punished for dealing with drugs, but not persecuted for his murder. I
Because,
think.
yeah, in a way, you know, that again is quite controversial because people will say, no, she sold it to him. But then again, he's
He
the one that
bought
took
it.
all the drugs.
He took all the drugs, number one, and he bought the drugs, so it was his choice. Yeah.
And the thing is, some of these drugs are laced with other things
Yeah.
that are fatal to your health. Because
Exactly.
it's like sometimes when they sell like certain powders, they add whatever it is, like flour or whatever it is, to make it look like there's more. So, and then that could cause even more damage to your health system. But we do hope his soul continues to rest in peace, and we do hope that, you know, justice is served.
Definitely. We will be right back with an exciting interview after the break. Stay around.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your
What's
ultimate
that, Mama?
destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Who run the world? The girls. Yep, I know that's right. She is releasing fantastic music. On television, we have women in business, economics, IT, sports, you name it. Women are literally killing it. Now joining us in studio this morning is Monica Absalom, popularly known as Mo. She's an R&B artist, and today she's gracing us with her presence with this bright yellow top, and I absolutely love. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am fantastic.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where were you born, bred and buttered? We want to get to know you.
I was born in Windhoek.
Okay.
I grew up in the north, and Windhoek, I was in between. So yeah, I'm Mo, and I do Afrobeats,
Okay.
dancehall.
Yeah.
Can't really say R&B, but yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell us about the song that you currently released. It's called Are You Okay?
Yeah.
What was the inspiration?
It was an emotion
Yeah.
that I just put on paper and decided to think about it. And also just looking around, like, people are going through a lot. Things that they don't even talk about.
Were you going through a lot at
Not
that particular
really.
moment?
It's just an emotion that just looking around, even myself, I'm like, people are really going through a lot and they don't talk about it.
Yeah.
So the song is just encouraging people to speak out, to speak up, speak to somebody, because a lot of people didn't survive that.
Yeah.
They just go do other things there. So I'm telling them not to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the visuals of the song, I understand you shot a beautiful music video with one of my favorite production companies,
Thank
Spectral
you.
Media, in collaboration with Mepani. Tell us about, how that collaboration came about.
Well, I just made a call,
Yeah.
and then we met up, spoke about everything, and it just happened. It's not really that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really not that hard.
Okay, when you were thinking about, the creative direction that you wanted to take with the visuals of your music video, what inspired the visuals of that music video?
I think the song is already self-explanatory, so it wasn't hard, like I said. So if you hear the song very well, it's just talking about if you're okay, people are going through a lot. So that's all about it. So making it wasn't hard at all. It was just like straight to the point. Yeah.
I understand you have worked, with some of the biggest stars in Namibia. I'm talking ethnics. I'm talking about the legendary Tequila. How was that working environment, and did you love do you rather love working with local creatives?
Of course, I do. I do. I mean, working with these people I think it's because our relationships come from back in the day. I think that is why it's a little bit easier for me working with these people. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Who would you like to collaborate with in the future?
Actually, I want to collaborate with Top Cherry, King Elegant, and maybe Nali.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for my upcoming EP, which will probably be dropping maybe October, September, somewhere there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why the love for Afrobeat and dancehall?
I don't know. I remember this love thing came when I was in university.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I just love dancehall music. I don't know how to explain it. It's just in me, like, I don't know.
It's just your vibe.
Yeah, it's just
when
my
it comes
vibe.
on,
yeah,
let's go, let's get it.
I just really love.
What's your take on the music industry currently as it stands right now?
Yeah, I don't know what to really say about it that much because I really still don't have much experience in it yet. But all I'm saying that in this industry, you just need to work hard.
Yeah.
Every man for himself, to be honest. It's a few people really that help, but yeah, it's just like that. I don't know how to put it, but as time goes, I guess I'll have more experience with it and with the people in the industry as well.
And what do you hope to achieve as a young female black artist in the Namibian entertainment industry?
Well, for me, I just want to put my music out there, my work. I want to inspire. Like, I just don't want to make music because everybody's doing music.
Yeah.
I want to make music because it's really, really making a difference. And I just want to have something that makes sense, like somebody to hear and be like, oh, okay. Who's that?
Yeah, so you want impact, basically. Yeah. Talk to me about your other 2 singles. I understand that this is your 3rd single.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But tell me about the other 2 singles. Are they also somewhat synced to the current one, or are they completely different genres, different styles, different aesthetics, or is it like the same theme that you are following with your music?
For me, it's the same flow.
Okay.
It's the same flow because both of the singles, I did it with the same producer. Because I only work with that person for now because I believe he knows my sound.
Okay.
So it's just the same. It's just that the message is not the same, but the flow is the same.
All right.
Yeah.
Where can we get a hold of you? Give us your social media handles and everything, maybe website. Where can people follow your music, follow your brand, etc.?
I'm on Instagram as pretty_Mo.
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook as Ohima M. Love Absalom. And that's about it.
Okay.
And
no
on
Twitter?
YouTube also.
Okay.
So you just search for Mo.
Okay.
Yeah.
No Twitter?
No Twitter.
No TikTok?
I am on TikTok.
Okay.
But very, very quiet there. But yeah, I'm still learning the app.
All right.
Yeah.
Mo, thank you very, very much for joining us on Smell the Coffee. We wish you all the success and all the glory in your musical career. And we can't wait to see you at the top.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
You are welcome. We will be right back shortly with more Smell the Coffee.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhmh.com.na.
Well, lovelies, the time has come for us to say our goodbyes. And as much as it breaks our hearts, we do have to go and celebrate. Aina, say it with me. Hoza weekend.
Hoza.
So on that note, it's all our love, all our light, but please finish your work first, okay?
Yeah.
The weekend doesn't start now. Just finish what you need to do, and then you can Hoza weekend properly. On that note, it's all our love, all our light, and adios.